Hello, welcome. Thank you so much for watching my video. My name is Breezy and I am a yoga teacher. Now, I specialize in trauma-informed practices such as yoga, but also includes dance and art and many other healing modalities. It is my true purpose to help teach others how to become more introspective, more self-aware, and do the healing and work of their lives so that they can live in a more sacred space. So today I want to talk about how do you overcome insecurities. Now, we talked about relationship styles before, and insecure is one of them. Now, this isn't necessarily the same because this isn't about being in a romantic, intimate relationship with others. This is about being in a relationship with self. So it's really important that we understand this concept because we all suffer from insecurities, and that is the number one tip. We all feel insecure about something. Now, here's the interesting part of that. What I feel insecure about, you might actually be complimenting me on, and what you feel insecure about, I may not even notice, but we are our worst critics. And what we believe, we will start to manifest into our lives. Now, one of the things that I've started to think about, because I'm all about doing the work, being accountable for my own feelings, being intentional, and being really purposeful and mindful with what I think, what I say, how I treat others, and how I treat myself. So with that said, one of the things I thought about was, whenever we feel really insecure about something, is it because we would judge somebody else for having the insecurity that we are worried about? Now, obviously, this isn't in all cases. Some insecurities can come from being around toxic people, childhood traumas, relationship traumas, people making you feel lesser than, people making you feel shameful and guilty, and truly just making you not be able to connect back to who you really are. So that is absolutely a factor that we have to think about. Now, the other factor would be us treating people, judging people, and not being okay with people being themselves as well. And some of that's linked, maybe because of the way I was brought up. If I was brought up to be a perfectionist, or to, never leave the house looking bad, or always have your hair done, never go a day without, your makeup on, whatever the stories of our lives present to us, however we were conditioned, that tends to be how we may judge other people. If I am at the airport, for instance, and I've been taught to look nice and, to dress up to travel, and there's someone in their sweats and flip-flops and dirty t-shirt, and I kind of look at them a little bit sideways, I'm judging them, right? And they may or may not feel insecure off of my judgment, but depending on our dynamic or how they perceive me, they might. So it's really interesting how we may come about these insecurities that we may actually be living with. So those are some of the few things that I think about when I think about having insecurities. Now, how do they manifest in our lives? Well, they can cause us to feel isolated, alone, feel shamed, feel judged, feel, of course, separate, feel stupid, feel like we're not good enough. I mean, the list goes on. There's definitely been times in my life where I felt really insecure. So in those moments, you might feel ostracized. You might feel, as I mentioned, uneducated and uncultured. But what I've taught myself is to give myself a pass, allow myself to continue to learn and grow. And so instead of letting people, troll me or gaslight me or laugh at my expense, I've always come back with, well, I know better for next time, because there will always be a next time. I am not going to be coward and bullied and shied away from a situation, even if all of that is just happening in here, which is where a lot of that lives. Now, for those of us who have gone through gaslighting, bullying, toxic relationships, people putting us down, this is really, really triggering, right? Because it is so easy for us to feel insecure and for us to make someone else feel insecure. I mean, someone can ask you out on a date and you can be like, I would never go on a date with you. And boom, you might have just changed that person's paradigm, the way that they think, the way that they show up in this world. So it's also really important that we are mindful and we are compassionate, and that we are completely able to empathize with others and give them the benefit of the doubt. Treat everyone like they matter. I think that's really important, but we cannot do that if we're not treating ourselves like we matter, if we are constantly throughout the day having negative thoughts. You know, as I'm recording this video, it's so funny because I know all of you aren't going to see much of a difference from when I feel like I'm all done up and I have all my lights on and, you know, I'm just completely like in lights, camera, action mode versus this. But this is really important that I showed up anyway, because I wanted to make a video and I almost didn't do it because of my insecurities. Where has insecurities turned into fear, and where has fear turned into you freezing, being paralyzed, not doing things that you love, not doing things that matter, not making a difference in your own life or the life of others because you have been too afraid of what people are going to think? You know what I have to say about those people? Is they're not doing anything in their lives but trolling, bullying, and thinking about you. So go up and go out and show up and show out, right? In the world, be yourself, do what you gotta do. Don't let anyone make you feel insecure, but you have to teach other people how to treat you. We talked about creating boundaries. It is a gift for you to create healthy, sacred space for yourself. You are gifting that to others. You are teaching other people how to do that for you and how to do that for themselves. So it is always my job to be the best I can be no matter what. I try not to be more professional because I have a professional outfit on, or, you know, more funny because of this. And I try to just be myself. And if you catch me when I'm all dolled up and glammed up, awesome. If you catch me when I'm a little funky and maybe just not at my highest vibration from where my insecurity levels are, that's okay too, because at the end of the day, I want to be able to be myself. I want to really, truly be able to be myself. And I want that for you too. So just a nice, fun, quick video and talking about something that we all suffer from, no matter who you are, no matter if you're beautiful, if you're rich, if you're tall, if you're short, no matter what you classify in, no matter what other people's opinions are of you. You matter to you, and you manifest what's going on up here. So thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Check out the show notes for a link to my website, as well as yoga podcast that has over 400 episodes talking about yoga, talking about topics such as the one in this video. And there's so much good information and content, even if you've never practiced yoga on the mat before. We talk about mindful practices, meditation, and the like. And remember that all of this work that you're doing, dealing with your shadow side, dealing with your insecurities, dealing with toxic relationships, dealing with who you want to be is a lot of work, but it is worth it. It is worth it to do the work of our lives, to heal from traumas, and to truly, truly find contentment. So thank you for listening. Go in peace. Namaste.